G'day everybody. I'm thrilled to be here doing an in-person live interview with Kim Yang, beautiful Taiwanese-Australian artist who's going to be joining us at the National Folk Festival. Just before we start today, Kim and I would like to acknowledge the Ngunnawal elders, past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that we are gathered here today on Ngunnawal country. So Kim, tell us about your history with the National Folk Festival.
Well, the very first time that I attended the folk festival was probably back in 2017. Sneakily, my friend, she was one of the dancers, and she's like, "Yeah, come join." So,
did you dance?
I didn't dance.
No.
She's like, "Come for a day, just for a day, and check out the festival." And with my partner and I, we just went and really enjoyed the vibe and, you know, all the different dance sessions and the musicians and all the shows. It's just so fascinating in one day. So we were like, yeah, we'll definitely come back again. So we went back on in 2018, the next year. And I was like, yeah, you know, I was busking around town here in Canberra in Ngunnawal country. And I was like, why not? I'll give it a try and apply as an artist and a solo artist, and I got in, and awesome. I think I was really fortunate to be able to be part of the lineup.
In 2018?
2019.
2019. Yeah. So that's the last festival that we had, because sadly, a few weeks out from the 2020 festival, obviously the world was irrevocably changed, and now we're living in a post-COVID world, and whatever that means for all of us. So the themes of the festival are find your home, find your family, find your folk. How does that sort of theme connect with what you'll be doing performing at the festival?
Since I'm originally from Taiwan and there's a lot of histories.
Sorry, that's my phone being rude. I had it switched off. Everybody, it's on airplane mode, so I promise. That's weird. I have to turn the Wi-Fi off too. Sorry. And again, home, family, folk. Sorry.
So originally I'm from Taiwan, and I've been living here for about 10 years.
Whereabouts in Taiwan?
Taipei. So the capital city.
I've played Taipei. It's such a cool town, and I was right near the 101 tower.
Yeah. Awesome.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. So Taiwan has a really complicated history, and a lot of people don't really know about. So I feel like this is my chance to talk to people about my background, about, you know, my heritage and what Taiwan is actually about. You know, it's not just what people think of, you know, about the politics with China and all. There's much more deeper identity that I can show people about. So that will be something. I did it last time in 2019 as well, but I think this year I'm going to bring a bit more. I'm going to tell a bit more about the colonial history back in the 1930s in Taiwan.
Was that sort of China colonizing Taiwan?
It was sort of Japanese empire. When the Japanese Empire sort of took over Taiwan after they, I think it's World War One.
In between World War One and World War Two.
Yeah. And then from there, Taiwan sort of, you know, become part of the Japanese Empire. So that was a really complicated history, and, you know, people trying to find their identity because it's just really vague. Like, who are we? Like, we don't really know. Even now, we're still trying to find who we actually are.
But Taiwan is an independent country now?
Yes.
Independent of China and Japan?
Yes.
Yeah. It felt very different when I was there, like, because I played in China and Taiwan and Vietnam and quite a few countries around there, and Taiwan definitely had its own unique cultural identity. I felt that strongly. But so you're going to do some traditional sort of
the Taiwanese songs. Folk songs, and the rest will be probably most of my original songs, but that also tells my story, like how I grew up and my relationship with my hometown and my family. So I think through my stories I can sort of bring out the character of Taiwan as well.
And where did you move when you came to Australia?
I came straight to Canberra.
Yeah, right.
Well, yes.
And why here? Was it because of the uni or?
Because my partner, he was, he lived here, and
So did you meet in?
or met back in Taiwan. We were both students, and we had long distance relationship for a little bit, and we just wanted to. He just wanted to follow his dreams, and I'm like, I'll come with you. I'll check it out. So even though we traveled around the world a lot, because I used to work in the airline industry, and I sort of gave up my job, gave up to become just to come here and forget about my traveler histories and all that, so just settled down here in Canberra, and it's been great. The Canberra music scene has been very vibrant since I joined. And I started as a busker, busking around town and slowly finding my musical identity. And since I wasn't trained, I wasn't educated in music professionally or anything like that when I was younger. So it's all sort of coming slowly. And then I started writing my own songs and wanted to present my culture a little bit more.
Well, we're thrilled. I mean, whenever I walk around Canberra, I feel like it is very much an international city. Obviously, we've got every embassy here, and it is our 30th year on Ngunnawal country. And I think people like yourself and Parvin and Omar Musa and, so many young, vibrant artists like yourself are such a wonderful reflection of the Australia of today. And we are a multicultural experiment gone well, ever since the, abolishment of the White Australia policy and the abolishment of the Marriage Bar Act in 1968. We've had more women coming through the ranks. And thankfully, you can be a wife and a mother and be a musician and pursue your destiny in life as a songwriter. So you have just released a double EP. And so why a double EP? Why not an album?
That's a good question. I so I released my first EP back in 2019, just before the folk festival, my debut performance in the folk festival. Awesome. I thought it was sort of the start of my journey as a songwriter. And I released my second EP just in December just last year, December. So I thought I actually want to move on and try other sort of different projects myself. So I thought before I do that, I want to have some kind of nice, I don't know, like a
bookend of that.
So just put them both together, and it's something to show people that this is my very baby steps. These are my baby songs, and I put them all together.
Songs are amazing. Kim sang Fantasy at our launch, which is actually on pretty sure we've got it on YouTube on our Facebook page. Check it out. It's really beautiful. And so what about your family, your Taiwanese family? Are they still all in Taipei?
My
spread out?
Well, my mom and most of my relatives, they're all in Taiwan. Just my sister, she lives in Melbourne right now.
Oh, cool.
So it's, it's been hard not being able to go back and visit and just hang out and even just celebrate like Lunar New Year, something big that's fun together. It's been tough. I thought of bringing a mom over here, but she has her own network, and she's more comfortable living with other relatives. So it's me and my sister.
Is your sister going to come to the festival?
Unfortunately not. She's a mom of two, and
are they little?
Little.
Super kid friendly though. It's a 7-hour drive from Melbourne. What's your sister's name?
Irene.
It's only a 7-hour drive from Melbourne. All children under 12 are free. One of the main artists. Come on, come and join your family at the folk festival. What does Irene do?
A stay-at-home mom. Used to be a nurse.
The most important job in the world. Stay-at-home mum. I admire and applaud all stay-at-home mums. it's a big gig.
Yes.
It's a full-on gig. Well, thank you for your time. We can't wait to celebrate your double EP at the National Folk Festival. Kim will be playing her own shows, but also playing in Songs of Joni. And are you doing Songs of Judy as well?
Yes.
Yes. Yay. So part of my priority was very much celebrating Canberra artists. And so we have the Hauptmann Family Band, who are Canberra born and bred in-house family band. They'll be playing every day with a range of artists, including Songs of Dawn, Bill Chambers, Justine Clark, Bandaluzia Flamenca, Martha Marlowe. They'll be playing over the whole weekend. Then we also have our in-house string quartet, the Phoenix Collective, who will also be playing at the opening and closing concerts. And then amazing local artists like Kim and Ruth O'Brien and Omar Musa and so many, lots of local acts. Fred Smith's playing. I can't think, there are way more. There are over 200 of you. So yeah, I'm excited about having a strong Canberra identity this year as well, as we celebrate all things folk. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Katie.
Yay. See you there.